I'm here with Gus after the game against AFC Sudbury. We scored 5 goals today. Did you take that by surprise?
We were clinical today. Last week at Basden we probably created enough chances to score 7 or 8, to be honest, and we weren't clinical. But today I felt we were, and that was obviously the difference and why we scored 5. It was a really, really good team performance, and I thought, a couple of our goals that we scored just epitomised what we are about when we're on it. Really, really good on the counter attack, and we've got players that can really, really hurt sides. And like you say, a fantastic result against anybody in this league to score 5 and win as we did today, but especially against a side like Sudbury, who are a very good side on their day. So a really, really good complete performance. And yeah, I didn't expect us to win 5-1, but we're in good form, and I felt confident coming into the game.
Were you disappointed not to get that clean sheet, as you said, like last week away at Basildon?
Yeah, you always are. When you're in that position, you always are disappointed. But in the grand scheme of things, I think we've got to take it for what it is, and we can't, fixate on that. It was a really, really good performance. I thought everyone on the pitch and everyone in the squad done their job, and as a team, really, really a real good team performance, both with and without the ball. And it was a continuation from last week at Basden. I think everyone knows we had a little bit of a rocky patch over Christmas and, had a bit of a bad run, but, I believe with the performances we're putting in, we've come out of that, and, today's another really good example of that, and, like I say, a real good, complete team performance.
What sort of aspects of the team performance were you happy with? Because we had several standouts in Jono, Hippo and Reece today.
Yeah, no, really good question. I think without the ball, we've been really open in the games that we lost, and we've looked a little bit vulnerable and susceptible. So the most pleasing thing for me over this last sort of 2-3 games, including the Stowmarket game, is we've really, I think, been really hard to break down, and teams haven't been able to play through us, and teams haven't been able to catch us on the counter attack that well, because we've got bodies in good positions, and it's an organisation thing really. We've been really good at it, and I think that's made a difference, because I think by doing that, it then enables us to play the way that we like to play, win the ball back, and be able to counter it the other way. And we've done that, today pretty much to devastating effect really, and I think that's what our identity is as a team. So that's been the most pleasing aspect of that. Within that, as you rightly say, individuals have really performed well. The 3 that you mentioned, Adam Hibson's been outstanding all season for us. Jono's come in from injury, done really well at right back. And like I say, it's difficult to single people out, because it has been a really good sort of team effort, like I say. But I think without the ball, it's just been a whole lot harder to break down. And I think that's been the most pleasing aspect as an overall from today's performance and recent performances.
Reece scored his 50th goal for the club today. Does this show what an important player he has played over the last few seasons?
Yeah, he's a great player for us. Everyone knows that. Great lad as well. He's part of the Dereham town family, if you like. Now he's been here a long time, and his contribution over the time that he's been here has been second to none really. So delighted for him. It's a lovely personal milestone for him. Great achievement. Really deserves plaudits for that. And he's as everyone knows, he's a great player for us, and key to how we like to play. And he's again today he was outstanding for us.
Did you make a few changes today? Because obviously Robbie Linfield was playing again after Wednesday night's performance. Is squad rotation important over the next week, knowing we have 3 games to play?
Yeah, massively it is. It really, really is. And that was one of the points I made before the game. I use people as examples on this. I use Toby Hilliard as an example, who's probably been one of our best players this season. I think he's up there with Adam as our top goal scorer, and he's contributed massively. And the last couple of games he's not been in the side, and that's just sometimes circumstances or how we see a certain game. His attitude has been outstanding, because he's probably scratching his head a little bit as to why he hasn't started, and he'd be right to think like that. He comes on at Basden last week, sets up a goal and is brilliant for us. Comes on today, scores a goal for us and is brilliant. And that's the sort of buy-in that we need from everyone, and we've got from everyone. Robbie, as you rightly say, has not been in the side, comes in this week, does a great job for us, and there'll be different games and different circumstances which will dictate what side we go with, what shape we go with, and every player has got to be ready to take their chance when it comes, and we've got that with the group at the moment, and moreover we've got a real good buy-in from everyone that if they aren't starting, they understand it, they can trust what we're doing, and then contribute when they're asked. And I can't fault the group for that. They've been brilliant with that, and that needs to continue.
The draw for the Norfolk Senior Cup quarter-finals is next week. Will you be looking for a home tie rather than away, or is this a game that we don't essentially really need with our busy fixture schedule again?
We'll play it by ear. The priority is the league. I've done that this week at Dereham. I picked a side that was the right side for the moment of where we were with our league programme, and that'll be the thought process going into the next round, whoever that's against, wherever that is. So, I think that's probably as much as I'll say on that. Really, that's how we're treating the competition. That's not disrespecting the competition, but we have to understand the position we're in the league. We are in a position where we've probably not really been before since we've been in this league. We've been in this league 9 seasons, so we've got to, I think, give every piece of our energy and effort to that, and we've got to recognise that if there are midweek games, what that means in terms of selection and who we want to rest and who we need to play those games. So we'll take that as it comes and see where we're at.
Next Saturday we travel away to Bury Town. How will you approach this game?
Very, very good side, and they're probably would have expected or will expect us to try and be in the playoffs still. Come the end of the season, they'll still be thinking that they can do that. So we've got, I think, where we're at as a group is we've got a lot of trust in the players and in the group that we've got, and I think we can go into those sorts of games now with a belief that we can approach those with confidence, that we can impose ourselves on the game, and Bury be thinking about us as much as we think about them. So there won't be in terms of our mentality and bits tactically that we've changed over recent weeks. I don't think there'll be a change in that at Bury, but I'm fully aware of how Bury play and what their strengths are, and like any game and any opposition, we'll do our due diligence again and make sure that we're ready and the lads are prepared for what will be a very tough game.
Well done today, Gus, and good luck next week away at Bury.
Cheers, Will. Thanks, mate.